welcome back to my gaming corner. My name is Z. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my Zelda music for the Triforce event in Phantasy Star Online. We're not staying in WoW, and what I've done between the autumn update that I just uploaded for you guys and this video is I calibrated my monitor, because that video, yes, it was super dark and very black and you can barely see my character. I turned the gamma up on my monitor just a little bit, but still have the gamma down in game so it looks nice. Hopefully this video will be a lot better, at least for the introduction. So for my Zelda music pack, I have the soundtracks to that was weird. Did you guys see that? That was super weird. Okay, talk about a glitch. Okay. But anyway, as I was saying, I have the Zelda music for Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and the Twilight Princess. And as I was putting this music pack together, I figured, you know what? I also have this special symphony CD from when they did Zelda Symphony in Tokyo. I have the recording of that. So why don't we use huge symphonic movements for the beginning and the end of the game, and then take music from Ocarina, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess from those 4 games and use that music in the game. All the levels in the game using various music from those 4 games, but the beginning of the game and the title sequences and the ending and the credits and all of that is big symphonic movements. So that's what I did, is the beginning of the game, when we go to the title sequence of PSO, you're going to hear the 25th anniversary Legend of Zelda symphonic movement for the title, and it is incredible. And then I'm just going to go and show you Toward the Future and Respective Tomorrow, which goes through all the areas of Episode 1 and all the areas of Episode 2, and then I'll show you the boss of Episode 4, because I can't change any of the music in Episode 4 except for the boss music, and I can't change any music in the central control area because of the way the game is programmed, but I can change everything else. So let's go now to the title sequence of PSO, and we will go through this Zelda music showcase, and I hope you guys enjoy this. So I'll meet up with you in just a moment. Alright, welcome to PSO, and here we are on the title screen, and this music is titled The Legend of Zelda Main Theme Medley from the 25th Anniversary Orchestra. So listen and enjoy. And I really hope you guys have subwoofers on your computer, because this music is incredible. Especially when we get into the levels and I'm using the music from the game, it has some big bass in it, so I hope you have subwoofers. And then after that, it goes back to the beginning with the 2 strikes of the tubular bells, and it just repeats. So as we go into the game, we're going to come to character select, and this is going to be the selection menu from Twilight Princess, but it really is the Great Fairy Fountain music in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, but the Twilight Princess version just sounds so much better. So here we go with Great Fairy Fountain music, but it's the selection menu from Twilight Princess. Pretty cool, right? So if you make a new character in PSO, you have a choice between 3 classes of Hunter, Rangers, and Forces, with 4 subclasses of each of them, whether they be human, Newman, which are elf-like creatures with pointy ears, or android, depending on how the situation allows. And when you're creating your character, the music is Windfall Island from The Wind Waker. And when you're in here, you can change your face, hair, your costume, skin color, proportions, change your character name, you can randomize your character, do all the sorts of things. You can, like, all sorts of different colors of costumes. You can change whatever you like, make it be whatever you want it to be. There's usually 2, maybe more levels, depending on if you're playing an android, you might have 3 or 4 levels of colors to choose from and just play around with stuff. But when you find something you like, click OK, you're assigned a section ID, and you are then injected into the game. Now, because the Triforce event is currently going on, the developers have probably changed the lobby music to like the Wind Waker theme song. When we get to the lobby, I'm going to do a lobby command to actually let you hear the lobby music I made for the game. And this lobby music is Celebration, which is the credits music from Majora's Mask, but that Celebration, which is the credits, also includes the new wave bossa nova. So let's go into the lobby, we'll do the lobby command, and we will listen to the lobby music of Celebration and the new wave bossa nova. You can hear the first bits of it right here. Okay, so they actually have Zelda's lullaby playing in the lobby. Let's go to, I think lobby 10 has, oh, lobby 10 is Christmas. Let's not go to Christmas. Yeah, this will work nicely. Stained glass windows were in the Temple of Time. So the command is lobby event 2, so / LOBBYEVENT space 2. So this is Celebration and the new wave bossa nova. Although I don't know what happened to all the stained glass windows. I mean, they're still in the corners, but you know. So yeah, this is credit music from Majora's Mask, which is Celebration. I love this stuff. And there's the Zelda theme song. That's Zelda right there. Well, what I'll let you do, I'll let you listen to that whole track in your own spare time. It's going to go into New Wave Bossa Nova, but it's such a long track that I'll let you guys do that. Now we're going to organize a party. We're going to create a party in episode 1. Party name, you know me, periods for room names. And then, because we have to be in multi-mode to access Towards the Future, please password protect your games. I'm just going to do gobbledygook. And because we need to see all 3 phases of Dark Falls, we have to be on at least hard. So we're going to go into hard and do this. But here is the New Wave Bossa Nova. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum. So yeah, that's lobby music. Let's go into a hard game so we can do Towards the Future and actually show you all the areas of episode 1. And when we go into the game, we'll be in the guild hall, and this music is called Wind Waker demo music, and this is obviously from the Wind Waker. So just enjoy this music. I think this music is so fun. And I'll be honest with you, I tried to use the same number of tracks from each of the different games that I used from Ocarina, Majora, Wind Waker, and Twilight Princess, but on the ship I used a lot of Wind Waker music. Even the first level in the forest is Wind Waker music. I love the Wind Waker so much. Ocarina of Time was my favorite Zelda game for a long time, and then Wind Waker came out. And yes, I was a little bit drawn back because of the cel-shaded graphics of Wind Waker, but the music was so beautiful. And it was the first time they used a full orchestra for GameCube. And I'm just like, wow. So this is demo music for Wind Waker in the guild hall. It's kind of pseudo-heroic Zelda music, right? And then you hear a little bit of the Wind God's aria and the Great Sea right there. And then it does a swell and goes right back into what it was playing before. See? And then we're back where we're at. Okay, as we come out here to the city, this is the credit music for the Wind Waker, and this version of the song is so much nicer than the Zelda music that they have. I think it's Lobby Event 26 or something is Zelda music, and it plays this song, but this version is so much better. Listen. And this is the Wind God's aria, I think, and then it does the Earth God's lyric on the violin in just a minute. And this is where it gets really good. So we're just going to start building with the orchestra. And when you hear this part again, we're going to bring in the double bass, and it's just going to be incredible. See why I said you guys need subwoofers? love this music. And no worries, I actually did use the Great C in this music pack, so you're going to get to hear it in all of its glory. It's so cool. And there's Zelda's Lullaby. There's Errol's theme. Zelda theme right here. So yeah, that's the credits music for Wind Waker. As we come into the shop, I had a request from you guys that you wanted to have the actual shop music, not the Hyrule Town from Ocarina of Time. And so I was listening to the Ocarina of Time version and the Majora Mask version, but I thought the Majora Mask version sounded just a bit better for the shops. And it's just called Shop. I love this. Then it goes back and repeats. Okay, over here in the principal's office, I used the Kakariko Village Overture from the 25th Anniversary Orchestra, and this version of Kakariko Village is incredible. Listen. Just that soft piano, and then the strings play the Kakariko Village melody. But isn't this cool for... I love this version of Kakariko Village, and then it does this. Is it an oboe or maybe even a... Sounds like an oboe. So anyway, Kakariko Village 25th Anniversary Orchestra is in the principal's office. And then we come over here to the hospital and we get Zora's Domain from Twilight Princess. Doesn't this sound cool? All right, let's go back into the guild hall and we'll start up toward the future so I can showcase for you all the music in episode 1. So we'll come here to the counter. We want VR, and no, it's time is 4:90. We'll have 10 minutes, maybe 12 minutes of the Heaven's Judgment, and then we'll just, I mean, it's just hard, so we'll be able to just one-shot the guys. And then we're just gonna skip all of this because I want to get to the areas for you guys and showcase everything. Now, in Forest 1 and 2, I chose to use the track Outset Island, which is the first area in Wind Waker. So here we go. Actually, let's customize this to be special attack and heavy attack can be over here. No other big guys? No other mobs around? So, again, like I said, I hope you guys have subwoofers for this. I love this music. Absolutely love it. And there was still a Boomer back here. Okay. Didn't get any rares. Okay, for the dragon boss, I used the dinosaur boss battle from Ocarina of Time, where you're in the Dodongo's cavern and you have to fight that boss in there. Okay, as we move into the caves, this track is called Stone Tower Temple from Majora's Mask. When I originally made this music pack, I was using the Temple of Time music from Twilight Princess, but it was just like 2 notes back and forth with a couple drum beats and 2 notes back and forth, and it just drove me nuts. So I changed it to Majora's Mask, Stone Tower Temple in the caves. Ooh, an Arlily. And what do we get from an Arlily? Oh, I don't know. We gotta kill these sharks. Ah. Get a Walls MK2, interesting, and defense material, I'll take that. Don't need mono fluids. Don't need mono fluids. Let's go. Oily slimes, the orange one. It's cool. We get Brave Knuckles from oily slimes. Interesting. For De Relay, the music is the second maritime battle from Wind Waker for De Relay. what do we get? Oh, we just got a green box from Table Day. Mono fluid. Okay, as we move into the mines, this is the Tower of the Gods from Wind Waker. No more heavy metal for us. So sad. Oh gosh, so many missiles. Run away, run away, run away. Maybe I should have just done the regular TTF instead of this one. Yeah, I miss having a judgment, but what I really wish I had is I wish I had my Dark Moon Ranger that I could put on my Blue Ranger instead of my Green Ranger. Oh well, I'll have to transfer that over one day. Ooh, we get red boxes from the cannabis. just interesting. Okay, let's go kill Volop. And for the Volop fight, because there is Phase 1 and Phase 2, the first phase is the Tower of the Forsaken Fortress from Wind Waker, and then Phase 2 is Phantom Ganon from Wind Waker. So this is Tower of the Forsaken Fortress. And this track is called Phantom Ganon from Wind Waker. Okay, level 3 is clear. Anything good? Nope. Alright, as we head now into the ruins, this track is called Shadow Temple. So this is the Shadow Temple from Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I miss Heaven's Judgment. Looks like I get a red box from the claws. Or maybe it was a red box from the ringers, I don't know. barista. Interesting. No, let me out. Let me out. I will take defense material. Okay. Whole bunch of bringers. Oh, did the wizards all teleport away? Oh, that's so sad. Now it's all the bringers. Run away, run away, run away. There we go. Some material over here, power material, take that. Okay, for the fight with Dark Falls. For Phase 1 and 2, we're going to be doing the mid-boss battle from Twilight Princess. And then for Dark Falls Phase 3, we're going to be doing Boss Battle 2 from Twilight Princess. And the medal before Falls is the Temple of Time from Ocarina of Time. So here we go. Okay, mid-boss battle 2 from Twilight Princess. Alright, boss battle 1 from Twilight Princess. Here we go. So yeah, that is all of episode 1. And then for the credits of this is the Twilight Princess Symphonic Movement. This is after you kill Dark Falls, you get Twilight Princess's Symphonic Movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go make an episode 2 game, and I will meet up with you at the entrance to the lab, and then we'll go into episode 2 and I will show you all the music for the areas of episode 2. So I'll meet up with you in just a moment. Alright, welcome back. We're here in episode 2, and the music for the lab, this is the only new music for the ship, is the lab. This is Hyrule main theme from Twilight Princess, I think. Yes. Hyrule main theme, Hyrule Field main theme from Twilight Princess is right here in the lab. Isn't this cool? Anyway, let's go down to the guild hall and we'll start up Perspective tomorrow so I can show you all the areas of episode 2 where I've been able to change the music. I just can't change the music in Central Control. So we'll do Ultima, and is it in here? Or do we have to go to, I think we have to go to VR. Yes, Perspective tomorrow, there it is. Okay. For the first area in the VR temple, this is the Great Sea from Wind Waker. I hope you have a subwoofer on your computer because there's a lot of bass in this. Monofluid monomain, it's interesting. I remember the first time I played Wind Waker and got to the Great Sea music. My mom had just helped me get a home theater system with a big subwoofer, and I was playing on the GameCube, and those really deep notes would just come through the subwoofer, and it was so cool. So I just had to have this track on this playlist. Okay, for the Barbara Ray fight, I did the track, The Great Sea is Cursed, also from Wind Waker. So here we go. Yeah, and we just have to wait for this raft to dock, and then we can go to the spaceship. For the spaceship levels, I used the most fun track out of Ocarina of Time, Gerudo Valley. And I can't tell you what a pain in the butt it was to loop this music so it sounded seamless. I just had to zoom into the audio waveform to actually see the clicks and the beeps and actually see the beat and actually match it up to the beat. That way it sounded seamless. But yeah, this was the Zelda pack was actually, I think, the third music pack I made, and up to that point in my experience of making music packs, this was the most challenging track to cut and actually make the where it loops and goes back and repeats disappear. But this is Gerudo Valley from Ocarina of Time. Okay, here we are at the entrance to the spaceship boss. And this track is Puppet Ganon the Snake from Wind Waker. Get a star out of it. It's so sad. Okay, as it is that I cannot change the music in the central control area, not the jungle, mountain, or seaside, or even the actual central control area, I'm going to meet up with you just as soon as I get to the teleporter to the Gal Griffin. And when we get to the Gal Griffin fight, that track is called, what is it? Odalwa Boss, which is the boss of the Southern Swamp, Odalwa Boss from Majora's Mask. So I will meet up with you just as soon as I get to the teleporter for the Gal Griffin. I'll see you in just a moment. Alright, welcome back. We're now at the teleporter to the Gal Griffin boss, and this track is the Odalwa Boss from the Southern Swamp in Majora's Mask. Alright, thus ends the Gal Griffin. As we move now into the seabed areas, this is going to be the Great Bay Temple from Majora's Mask. When we get to the seabed. Get there. What did we get from the boss? Wow, another star out of my face. Weapons and more weapons. Alright, this is the Great Bay Temple from Majora's Mask. Okay, now as we fight Olga, this track is called... For phase 1, we're doing Majora from Wind Waker, and then the hallway, like the big room before we fight her the second time, is called Illusory Room from Wind Waker, and then phase 2 is the Ganondorf fight, all from Wind Waker. So we're going to end episode 2 with Majora, Illusory Room, and Ganondorf. So here we go. This is Majora. Yeah, let's kill this phase and get to the Ganondorf fight. So yeah, that's Majora from Wind Waker. And now we do Illusory Room. And then phase 2 of Olga is Ganondorf from Wind Waker. Go. For the ending of episode 2, we get the Wind Waker symphonic movement, but because of Respect of Tomorrow, you only get to hear the first 30 seconds of it. But yeah, this music you're going to hear is the Wind Waker symphonic movement from the 25th Anniversary Orchestra. This symphonic movement has some grand overtures in it, but you have to come here not in Respect of Tomorrow, that way you can hear the whole track. Because all you get to hear is the first 30 seconds and it doesn't even go anywhere. So I wish I could go back to that room, but I don't think I can. Can I? Can I really go back to that room? Oh, nope, you can't. You try and go back to the room and you just get sent right back to there. Okay, well that is episode 2. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into an episode 4 room. I'm going to do Point of Disaster, and I'll meet up with you as soon as I'm ready to kill Condryu or Shamburton, whoever. And that fight will be the goat fight from Majora's Mask, so I'll meet up with you in just a moment. Okay, welcome back. We have made it to the end of episode 4. We're either going to fight Shamburton or we're going to fight Condryu. But this fight is goat fight from Majora's Mask in the northern temple up in the mountains of Majora's Mask. You go into the Stonehead Temple. Not the Stonehead, the Snowhead Temple. And you fight Goat as the boss, and this is that track. So here we go. Fighting Shepherd. Okay. Where is it? It's over there. Yeah, this fight can be a little pain in the butt sometimes, especially since I don't have my Dark Meteor. I hit on my other Ranger. I might have to transfer it back for when I do my next showcase. I don't know. There we go. And this music, when you beat Conryu or Shenburn or whoever, this is the Legend of Zelda 25th Anniversary Medley from the 25th Anniversary Orchestra. So this is the Anniversary Medley, whereas the beginning of the game was the main theme medley, or the main theme medley from the 25th. So. And what did we get from the boss? A spell? Yeah. So that is the music showcase for the Triforce event. and I really do hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please feel free to give me a thumbs up and click that like button, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you always know when new content comes out. Also, please tell your friends about me so they can come and they can enjoy these videos and enjoy the adventures just as much as you do. Finally, and most important of all, please remember this. Phantasy Star Online is just a game, and games are meant to be fun, and you're supposed to have fun while playing them, so if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Meet me back here next time, maybe for a new music showcase, maybe for a new adventure. I might just leave the Zelda track off during the rest of the Triforce event in September, and then next month is an anniversary event, and I was thinking about maybe making a new music pack using the music of Star Ocean, but those plans are still early in development. I haven't even looked at my Star Ocean music, because I have Integrity and Faithlessness, and I also have the Divine Force. So I just need to listen to the music tracks and see if I can make something with Star Ocean music for the anniversary event in PSO. But I look forward to bringing you new adventures, and I hope you'll join me next time. But until then, I'm Z, signing off.